Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's a Friday, hallelujah, a video, yes. I told you in my last video this Monday that I was gonna upload, or that I'm planning to upload, on Fridays from now on. Let's just start with a wrap up, shall we? This month I have read 4 books, or 5. Like, I'm not that very sure, and stay with me. There would be an explanation about that. Let's start with the first book that I read this month, and it was The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. H.G. Wells is an incredible author. He has written a couple other books, but The Time Machine is his most known one. This book I read at the beginning of this month when I went to Oxford and everything. It was really cool. I don't have the book here. Obviously, if I had, I would have shown it. It's a very thin book. It's our Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I'm gonna show that later and talk about it a little bit more. But it's like as thin as this, like 100 pages or something. And it was a very interesting read. I read it for like 2 weeks, which is a long time reading a book, you know? Like reading books take time, especially when they're classics. The thing about The Time Machine was that I had seen the movie and I was like, oh, I really want to read the books now. And I bought it in Stockholm or Gothenburg or something. And then I read it and it wasn't like the movie at all. Nothing about the book was in the movie. Like, it was crazy. The movie is totally different from the book and I don't get it. But that book was quite good. I think I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And I totally recommend it if people like classics, but it was quite boring. So if you don't like boring books, let's move on. The next book, or the next books, I bought in Oxford. And the first book is quite modern. It's newly released in 2016, The Tobacconist. So The Tobacconist is written by Robert C. Thaler. Correct me, but I don't know. Forgive me, please. This book is set in Austria right before World War II, the Second World War, and in Vienna, about a tobacconist shop, you know, where they sell tobacco and newspapers. And it's about this boy who falls in love with a girl, and a lot of things happen. Like, this book was so easy to read. I don't know why it was so easy to read. But it really was. And I was very interested because I saw it in the store and I was like, I really need to buy books because I don't have any left. And then I bought it and I really love this cover. It's beautiful. It got like the raindrops. This book had a really nice pace going on. The thing that I didn't like about this book is that it's not in chapters. There's no chapters in this book. You just read it, and if a paragraph ends, just see that as a chapter, you know. I finished this like during the Easter break, so I just read it in a week and then it was done. And I didn't read like constantly because I was sick too. But yeah, this book is really beautiful, and if you like just a feel-good book, this is the book for you. It's really cozy, just about love and about friendships and about the Second World War. A lot of people should read it because it's important, but also very funny. And yeah, I just like this book. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars on GOODREADS. So yeah, pick this up. The next book is a book that I also bought in Oxford. And this was a disappointment. I think that's the easiest way to just like explain it. It was a huge disappointment, and I already showed it in this video, and it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So I bought this book, and because I was like, I want to read it. I've seen it a lot, and it only costs like £6. Like, that's not a lot of money for a 100-page book, you know, which is a classic too, from the Penguin Library. This book was published in 1886 and was written by Robert Louis Stevenson. He has written a lot of books, and this book is really good. But it just ends abruptly. Like, I picked it up and I was like, oh, it's 100 pages. Great. No, it's not 100 pages. It's 75 pages. The next 35 pages are just a short story called The Bottle Imp. What the fuck? This was so disappointing. I don't really know what I gave it for a rating. Like, I think it was 3 or 2 stars. That's all I have to say about that. The next book is a book that I got for my birthday from my sister, and it's half bad. And this book is actually half bad. Like, it's not good, it's not bad. Like, what are you? Who are you? What the fuck? This book is written by Sally Green. It's the first part of a trilogy, and it's about a guy named Nathan Byrne, who is half Black Witch, half White Witch. I read this directly after Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde when I found out that it wasn't 1 chapter left. It was actually, I did that. I'm like traumatized, whatever, triggered. So this book I picked up right after, and it starts with saying, the trick is not to mind about it hurting, not mind of anything. The trick of not minding is key. It's the only trick in town. Only this is not a town, it's a cage beside a cottage, surrounded by a lot of hills and trees and sky. It's a one-trick cage. And it tells like the 17 years of this guy whose mother killed herself. His father is the most evil witch of all time. He's the Lord Voldemort of this story. And you know what? His name is Marcus. His name is Marcus! What the fuck? My cousin's name is Marcus. I don't know. I don't think that's a bad... that's not an evil name. Nathan is the only half Black Witch and half White Witch. And he has sisters, and a brother, and a ton of shit. And a grandmother. And he goes to regular school. Like, it's not Harry Potter school, Hogwarts-ish. Like, I'm just so weirded out by this book, because I'm just... What is it about, really? I have no idea. I have no clue. And I read it. And honestly, I just felt this is bad from the beginning. But I continued reading it. And I didn't stop. I just read through it. And you know what? I'm almost done with the second one. I started reading this yesterday. And you can see I have like... I'm so stupid. Like, I have 100 pages left. But the thing is, the second book is a lot better than the first book. What? That never happens. So this is very interesting. So, because I don't know. I just don't like it, but I still read it. Like, it's a curse. It's a fucking curse. So yeah, I'm reading this book now. So my camera died, and I just gotta finish this. So this book is my sister's. And the third and last book is also my sister's. So... And I'm gonna start with this tomorrow. The first book of May is this. And by that we continue into the TBR of the month of May. And that is gonna start with Half Lost, which is the last book in the Hoffman trilogy. Really looking forward to this. Next book I bought in Stockholm, and that is Replica by Lauren Oliver. I'm really looking forward to this too. 2 parts. Already talked about this. You can find this on GOODREADS. And lastly, Wicked, because I'm in a musical mood after Book of Mormon. So this I'm looking forward to. And that is, everyone, that is my wrap up of April 2017 and my TBR. So thank you so much for watching this video, and please give a like and subscribe, because that is everything I got. And please share this video with all of your friends, because I got no one. Bye!